Thanks for watching Live on Lakeside. We want to tell you about this great program that helps people get back on their feet after suffering through some hardships with post-traumatic stress disorder. This is such an important thing.
And here's the interesting part. Motown from the 60s is helping our neighbors. And joining us this morning is founding member of the Beswick Group, Thomas Harvey-Beswick, along with Martha Reeves from Martha and the Vandellas. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning to both of you.
Now, Martha, you're a founding member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You cut the ribbon, not one of the founding members, but you cut the ribbon here. But I think it's very important to start off with Thomas, if I may. Please tell us your story, and it's a very heartening story.
Well, my life in England, obviously began in England. I'm English. In the 60s, the early 60s. My start wasn't a very good start. I was born, and the parents at the time couldn't cope with a child because they were very young. I was taken into the care system. While I was in the care system, I was actually lost in the care system for like 2.5 years, where I didn't know where I lived, didn't even know who I was.
Literally?
Literally, yeah,
wow.
Yeah. I was abused while I was in the care system, which was, you know, again, another trauma. And it was very, very difficult. And then once I was found, that gave me other problems as well, such as some learning disabilities, like I have severe dyslexia, and other disabilities as well in the learning area. And so I basically spent my life in the care system as a child. And when I was the age of 16, I had this drive that I wanted to do something. I wanted to do something that might change, that might bring about a change. And I wanted to offer people that may have been in a similar situation in a care environment the opportunity of a better service than I'd actually experienced. So I, first of all, worked for social services in England. And then I went on at the early age of 21 to start my own hostel, taking in vulnerable people with all kinds of need.
Wow, what a difference you've made too. Good for you. And you know, Martha, I want to bring you into this.
Calling out.
Oh, she was waiting for us to call her name.
Yeah, I came to the Hall of Fame yesterday, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame yesterday, where I actually cut the ribbon and was part of the founders and voted with the people here in the city to make it happen here in Cleveland. And my display was down. So they gave me this pin. It says,
yes, they did.
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And they promised maybe next month I'll come back and my display will be up. Yeah, but in the meantime, this gentleman here came as a fan and met me in the Queen's hometown. And he let me know what he was doing, and I was so thrilled to know that this prophet, this youngster, wanted to help others because of his early childhood. And we have to have a reason or a cause for doing things. So I know that America needs the same kind of service that they have there in Wolverhampton. And there's not that many prophets. Yeah. But here's one sitting next to me who wants to help the mentally dependent, who wants to help the homeless and the battered wives and the veterans. There are a lot of veterans walking around who have served our country who are not being looked after or cared for. So he opened a home here in Cleveland. I didn't insist. I just said, hey, come to America, and he did. And it's going to, sooner or later, become a citizen of the United States. However, he came to Detroit while I was on the Detroit City Council. And the idea just slipped past him. I guess they thought my celebrityhood was a little too much. Here I'm bringing someone in, I'm trying to find some empty houses to house this particular service. And so he came back to Cleveland, opened the second one. And I was here for the ribbon cutting of that. So I thought if I came back today, maybe we could solicit help, volunteers. We could get the federal government to help with this issue and maybe fill some of your empty houses with homeless people who need the help or who just need a little help. And he's got all the help they need in his services with the people he employs. So what a wonderful, wonderful person.
You put in $1 million of your own money to this point. And I mean, human trafficking, as you mentioned, homeless people, the war vets. I mean, that's obviously very important to you. How is the progress going, and how can we help?
Well, we are, the service is very much growing. I mean, we started with one 35-bedded unit, and now we have 5 apartment buildings throughout the Cleveland city, providing services for, well, housing, basically, some with support for some 125 people living in the Cleveland city. So, but we want to obviously do more. We want to work in communities, create jobs in communities, because the people that help us are local people. The people that work in our organisation are veterans. So the idea is to give back, is to help them get on their feet, and a real, you know, a real community working together. We'd like to get some houses. There are lots of buildings out there, apartment buildings that are boarded up, and there are people homeless, and we would just like to be able to help and do more and do more and do more.
That's so wonderful. And you know, we only have a few seconds left, but I feel like just things like this, talking it out, I feel like there's a level of embarrassment with post-traumatic stress disorder sometimes, and it's so important to talk and to seek help.
Yes.
But there are a lot of mental people, and there are a lot of homeless people. There are a lot of veterans who are not being cared for, and a lot of battered wives. I'm especially for the women who are estranged from their homes and can't exactly find their footing. They come and they help each other.
Right.
I love the fact that the people that are in the homes are actually the maintenance people. They're the ones that are helping others. They're actually doing social work with each other, and it's a good place to be. So we need to help Thomas.
Well,
Beswick
we can
and the
help by
group.
going to his website to learn more. Beswick Group NA, but Beswick is spelled with a W, just so you know. GroupNA.com for more information. When you do come back next month, when you do have a display, will you come back on the show?
I will,
and maybe
please.
sing, and I could embarrass myself and dance in the background?
We're gonna dance to Nowhere to Run, baby.
She's kind of a big deal, everybody. Thank you so much, Thomas.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much
You
for
just
all
want to
you
get you still.
You look amazing.
Oh, you just got sung by a Motown legend. Holy mackerel. Sorry, I just kind of got lost in
I
your
feel like we
celebrity.
need a moment.
Yeah, we need a moment. Okay, Matt Granite. Yesterday told you what not to buy. Today's going to tell you the 10 things to buy.
Okay,
So-
if you want to look like beautiful Martha, well, you could do it on a budget. This is the great news. We've got makeup tips for you coming up. Also, a quick look at your forecast. Temperatures will end up pretty close to 70 today. We still have chances for showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. Wait till the weekend. It gets pretty chilly. We're only in the low 50s for highs both Saturday and Sunday. Live on Lakeside is right back.